Hello everyone, welcome back to Transformers Devastation. We're here for the third level. We're going to be playing as Sideswipe because they put him in the game for some reason. I'm FTA.
I'm Mikono's fan.
I'm Tron John.
We don't have to play as Sideswipe. We don't have to.
That's his introduction.
Oh, Jonathan. Nice to meet you.
No. You are. We don't have to play Sideswipe.
We don't have to.
We don't have to.
We don't have to.
His father was very angry when he was naming him. Why should we name him? We don't
We have to play Sideswipe. They
We don't have to.
I'm always like, jeez, okay, Greg. We don't have to.
You give me Bumblebee, it's fine!
No, it's okay. It's okay. I know you want to play Sideswipe. You just won't sleep in the bed with me tonight.
Jesus fuck.
That went weird quick.
Welcome to Transformers. Part 3. 4.
Part 3, 4?
I can't count anymore. That was so disturbing. It brought up bad memories.
This is part 4.
Chris has had one Smarnoof. Doesn't even know that we're on part.
I forgot that we split one up even though it was my idea.
I love Wheeljack's fins line up.
Well, that's because it happened in the
You
original.
want it? It's a good effect. Good effect.
Plasma core eject button wasn't targeted.
So you're going to need someone to pick it up.
Someone to go pick it up.
They say split up, but no matter who you play as, you always find the same one.
Yeah, I don't know what the other guys are doing. Because apparently you just can't, like, it makes too much sense to just all be together and pummel the crap out of Decepticons.
So, you know, I'm going to take a split second, even though we're in part 4, to explain how the weapon system works.
Jesus.
So basically, as you can see, you can equip 4 weapons. You normally start with 1 melee and 2
Ranged.
2 range, and there's normally an empty slot, which you can do whatever you want with it. I normally give the Autobots a second melee weapon, but for Sideswipe, I gave him a third range weapon. Just because Sideswipe always uses swords, so I just keep the swords.
Yeah.
Swords are cool.
Shit, man.
And again, to go back, Jonathan, this was what we were talking about when Jonathan had no idea that you could equip different weapons, so he played the entire game only with Sideswipe's flamethrower.
I did not play the whole game as Sideswipe, by the way.
Whenever you play, like, I like Sideswipe, when you have that stupid thing, I was like, Jonathan, you do realize you can, change that.
That flamethrower is kind of worthless.
The
Like,
flames of disaster.
ah.
It's because Grimlock in Dinosaur Mode, Grimlock has a never-ending flamethrower. Some of his powers.
It's pretty fun. Is the flamethrower limited? I thought it was a never-ending flamethrower too.
What, a Sideswipe or
Yeah,
Grimlock?
Sideswipe.
No, Sideswipe, it ends.
Oh, I guess I just don't use it because it's kind of crappy.
It's good for if you have a few, you know, like people near you. But if not, there's not bother.
You know, some close friends that you want to,
Set on
burn.
fire. Oh yeah, actually.
Yeah, you can't get the Decepticon flag with a flamethrower, dumbass. Ah.
Jesus, Jonathan's all over the place today. Look what you did, Gary.
First we corrupted Bobby. Now we've ruined Jonathan.
You've broken me. Like, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be the nice guy. I'm gonna be nice to Archie Comics and Ken Penders. Now I'm just like, screw it.
You constantly you were being nice to Ken Penders when you went as him to Halloween and made fun of him the entire
See,
weekend.
that was when I was not nice to Ken
about
Penders.
it.
I know
worry.
Ken Penders on Twitter. It's fine.
Ken Penders is one of my closest followers. Don't worry about it.
He favorited one of my tweets praising him once.
I've never tweeted a praising tweet at Ken Penders. I've barely ever tweeted Ken Penders.
I have.
Yeah, sometimes I do.
I like to fuel your tweet to Ken Penders.
You just add to it. I've already tweeted at him saying I don't like him.
Hey, we've been here before.
I don't like you, and my friend doesn't like you either. Or my friend doesn't like you, and I start.
I'm sorry, you'll be dead. That was a Star Wars reference, TJ.
I know. The only reason I know that is because I watched that Star Wars Robot Chicken episode, and they had a bit where
That laser beam?
the guy that
Is it? Yeah, it is. It's
Oh, it's a spiral. Cool.
I've never found one before because I wasn't looking.
they had a bit where it was that part in the cantina
Yeah,
where
I've seen
the one that doesn't speak. Yeah, the one that speaks like that. He's an architect, and they go to his buddy, which is the guy that says that he's like, my friend doesn't like you.
He's like, oh,
He's like, come on, let's go to the cantina, and he's like, I don't know, I should really keep on working, and he's like, come on, man, just for lunch, it'll be fun, and then they go to the cantina and he starts to pick a fight with Luke, and when he says, "I don't like you," and he goes, "I don't think you should be talking to him like that," and then he goes, "My friend doesn't like you either," and then he goes, "I didn't say that," and then he's the one that gets his hand chopped off, and he goes back to work. And his boss is like, "Do you think you can still work in that condition?" And he goes, "Don't worry, I'm ambidextrous." And he shows him. He shows him, and it's like a 5-year-old's drawing of a house. And he goes, "You're fired."
Do you think that's what happened to Ken Pender's artistic capability?
Oh!
What, Luke Skywalker got his arm off in a lightsaber?
Don't worry, I can still draw this.
Yo, TJ, for someone that doesn't like Star Wars, you sure don't want to part its paradise.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
That shit got me hard.
by the way, in this Primacola. What? Okay, by the way, in this level,
What? Back the weasel.
What?
The weasel.
FTA and smoothies and body bags? What?
Watch this
By the
for
way,
hours.
Sideswipe right now is chasing after Thundercracker. When I played this level, I chased after Thundercracker as Grimlock.
Oh, you poor bastard.
I did not have the foresight to be like, oh, I'm going to chase somebody, so I better change characters. And I just stuck with it, and I beat him. It was hard.
Did it take you a long time?
Yeah.
Can you switch it if if you were playing as Grimlock and you were like, "Oh, this isn't the right character to chase after someone," would you be able to switch?
So in
No.
various points in the levels, you see the giant Autobot insignia, which takes you back to the Ark. There you can. But you can't just, unless you exit out.
That's what I'm saying. So, Jonathan, you wouldn't have the foresight to
No,
know
like,
that you were
I
chasing
I will
someone.
say two things about this. I like how even in G1 of the comics, Thundercracker, he's a Decepticon, but he was always the least evil.
Yeah,
You know, I
like
like
in
this.
IDW, he essentially betrays the Decepticons to protect the Earth because he's like, hey man, I don't want to kill everybody who's here.
Just
And-
certain people who are here.
Yeah. So Thundercracker's like, you were my brother. And he bitch slaps him and kills him, but he's not dead because he has to. He has to have this career as a budding screenwriter. He becomes a really bad screenwriter, and he writes essentially human fanfic.
Oh my god.
And his characters are like Josh Boyfriend and things like that.
Shush.
And he has a little dog named Buster.
You said he bitch slapped him and killed him. Please tell me it was the bitch slap that killed him.
No, he didn't actually
Oh.
die. He
Oh.
shot a bomb at his face, and it's like, oh crap, did he just die? And he didn't die.
I will say though, the Thundercracker voice doesn't really sound anything like G1 Thundercracker did.
No. It's I think it's neat we get to see Thundercracker, and then you're like, where the hell is Skywarp? And then you finally
You
he's
know
in
what?
a boss
I've been
later.
asking that this whole time.
Because Skywarp has cool abilities. It's like, sure, Thundercracker can essentially fart really loud.
See, that's the thing. Like, so the original Seekers, Starscream, Thundercracker, and Skywalk had each one had a specific power. Thundercracker can make thunder sounds because okay.
Yeah.
Starscream could fly in space, which the others I guess couldn't, and Skywarp could teleport.
Yeah. But only when Megatron told him it was okay.
That's a weird thing. And more than meets the part 3 is a moment where, and that's in the original pilot, the Autobots could fly as well for some reason. Because
Yeah.
okay, there's a moment where Ironhide and maybe it was Sideswipe are chasing the Decepticons, and they're being followed. And Starlight goes, Skywalk to Megatron, request permission to teleport. And even as a kid, I was like, why does he have to ask permission to do something he can do normally?
Yeah.
It's like, Megatron, can I please move? No.
No. You stay there, Skywarp. You stay
Okay.
there, Skywarp. You be a good little Skywarp. Just stare at me. Oh,
Just
okay.
stare at me. Okay.
He just stands in a room all day. It's really sad right now in the comics. Skywarp, they're using Skywarp as a teleporter because they don't have a space bridge, and he can't move because he's on life support and he'll die.
That's kind of dark. I love
Yeah.
it.
He kind of deserves it. He's kind of a douche.
He's a Decepticon, of course he is.
Except a douche. Douche stick.
When are we gonna start busting Deceptor douches?
It's for the kids of the late '90s and early 2000s when that was a cool thing to say.
Oh my god, look who it is.
It's not
It's
a
not
person.
Blitzwing. Oh.
It's not. It is not Blitzwing.
We did this earlier, Gareth, and
We
I
did.
saw that. I'm like, oh, it's Blitz. Oh, wait. We've been here tonight. Oops.
It's like half of Blitzwing.
It's a Blitz.
Yeah, it is.
The
It's
ballroom
a-
Blitz.
Ow.
Fuck you, Chris.
Yeah, TJ.
What do you do now?
He just made the transformer noise, and I'm jealous that he can make it.
Just believe in yourself, as you could do it. I know you can, TJ. Just get some spit in your mouth and go.
So just to Jonathan's Donald Duck impression. Oh God!
I don't get it.
That was Donald Duck. Then I'm Fred Flintstone.
It's weird how this giant Decepticon with the hammer is taller than all the named Decepticons, but they're pretty weak.
When do we unlock the world
Yeah.
again for Transformers, Sora, and Goofy?
We unlock that when Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out.
So never.
Yes.
2084 is not that far.
where we fight Blitzwing, or is this where we fight
Soon.
Starscream
This
for the
is
first
where we fight
part?
Starscream.
Okay.
Let me just collect these power-ups.
Better hurry, he's coming.
Yay!
I love the idea that in the Transformers universe you can't walk 5 steps without getting into a fight. That's what's going on in this game.
Oh, I like that the cone heads are the generic.
Yeah.
But they don't look like. I wish there was like a Thrust. I wish we could beat up Thrust because Thrust is my favorite.
Conehead? Why?
He's my because he's got the fans. I'm a fan of fans, man. I'm a fan.
We come this fan?
I'm a Mykonos fan.
You finally found one, Chris.
I'd like to thank the Academy.
Now, this is a weird...
Why did we have to do this? Like,
When
I
we-
hate this so
when we were
much.
playing earlier, Chris was like, this is stupid.
This is like, I don't understand this. Like, it's fine, I can do this, but I'm like,
What the
what?
fuck did you just do?
Nothing,
So-
it does it for you.
No, okay, though. So everyone in this game has special attacks they can do with the L1 button. Optimus does a kind of slide attack. Wheeljack gets a shield. Bumblebee dashes. I forget what Grimlock grabs people and throws them into the floor.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Sideswipe has this pretty sweet dash attack. Because again, kind of the reason why there's 5 Autobots, they do all play differently. Grimlock is like the standard powerhouse. He's pretty much the strongest, but he's the slowest. Sideswipe is the fastest.
Ooh, a sissa.
Yeah. Wheeljack is, in terms of story content, he's the smart guy.
He's the Simon.
Yeah, he's the Simon. Prime is kind of the standard. He's he's kind of the best of everything. He's pretty much the character you really want to go for.
Yeah. He's also really hot.
My hero.
So would you say Optimus Prime is who you would aspire to be?
Yes.
Dear 4th grade teacher, when I grows up, I wants to be leader of the Autobots, Optimus
I
Prime.
like how Jonathan went from being a 4-year-old to a New Yorker.
You mean New Yorkers aren't 4th graders?
Oh,
Jesus.
we just lost one of our New York fans.
1 billion people live in that city.
1 billion people.
And only 1/1000th of them watch FTCR.
Too many.
I'm sorry, New York. I love your city. Please forgive me.
We've weeded them out.
I really love New York.
Same here.
That's where Sparkplug's garage is for all those. That's where Raul comes from. One of the best Transformers kids. I've got Masterpiece tracks coming in
comes
the
with
mail.
Raoul?
And he comes with Raul and a little blaster that he can kick dance to.
That's adorable.
Break dance to.
I don't understand why they thought this section needed to be a top-down perspective.
Yeah.
It's the only section in the game where it does this, and it's like...
This is alright, I guess. You can throw that at them.
Yeah, actually, it's still more fun.
You're more fun.
Thank you.
I found out my favorite thing to do earlier, which is jump up and do the ground pound as the way to finish the enemy.
Don't you like that? Yeah.
It's so good, especially in slow motion.
Everything's better in slow motion.
Shit, you know how it is.
Motormasters, motorboats.
Jesus, fuck.
That's why he's called Motormaster.
Okay. I have nothing to add to that statement.
killer of conversations over here.
So, Chris, is the Platinums normally do weird shit like this in games, or they add like
Nope. That's why I thought it was so weird earlier. It's like this is just
And it's odd because like it's not like they do this a lot in the games. It's literally the only section in this game where you're forced to have this stupid perspective.
Well, they
What's
just
the
randomly
point?
add.
and like the weird like map lines in it as well.
Yeah.
It's like-
the point is to get that red box to the
Energon
goal.
cube.
yeah.
The goal?
Please be more sensitive.
It's red Energon.
Oh,
Render John.
sorry.
Red
TJ.
Render John.
I'll let the Transformers Masters cover this one. The only other weird thing I can think of that this developer's done, in the really bad Avatar game they did last year for Korra, they did like Temple Run-esque segments for
What?
when you're riding their dog bear thing.
Um,
And, yeah, it's not good either.
Temple Run. You mean Sonic Run? Sonic Dash?
Yeah,
Sonic Dash
Sonic
2?
Dash.
Sonic Boom?
Sonic
Yeah,
Run?
Sorry, I should have named the originator of that. Sonic Boom Dash 2
Sonic Boom.
Triple Trouble Attack. Whatever the fuck that game is.
If it was a Triple Changers! The Triple Troubles.
It was Knack, Bean, and Bark. They're in an episode of Geo and Transformers for some reason.
No, they're called the Hooligans. Excuse me.
I love doing that, just chucking it into the thing.
Look,
I love
Brian's
this.
gonna do
This
it.
is hilarious.
Hey guys, I think this would be really funny. Hold on a sec.
You know what's weird though? When Optimus throws it, it's pink. It goes from being red to pink.
That's because it's about to explode.
No, it's regular
Starscream.
Energon, I guess.
So you know, one of my favorite all-time Transformers doesn't his voice. Did we find out who his voice was? TJ, we're gonna put you on there.
Man, sometimes their lip animation
The funny
looks
thing-
really good, and then sometimes
Yeah.
it looks really bad.
That was really bad.
The funny thing about it is, too, that there's a really good Starscream voice in the cast of this video game, too. The voice of Prime Starscream is
Steve Blum.
is who does he play in this?
I'm not sure, but to be fair, that's a good Starscream. It's not a good G1 Starscream.
I think he could adjust it to make it work.
I think what they should have done is just hire Tom Kenny and do his animated Starscream.
I think they blew the budget on Welker and Cullen. Like I think that's where like
well, no, Frank Welker, because he's worked with so long, he does like Command at one of the highest
Yeah.
rates.
He is the highest paid actor, isn't he? Technically.
No, he is the
Or-
he is the highest. All the movies he's been in, he's the most successful actor.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
If in terms of just live action, it's Samuel L. Jackson, but overall it's Frank Welker. He does a lot of voices in a lot of films.
yeah, he's amazing. He's a beautiful man.
I'd love to meet him.
So today he's actually in a convention. And I was thinking about meeting him and Peter Cullen at that convention for my birthday, but I was like, I don't want to drive again.
Where
Ever
was it?
again. I think it's like maybe South Carolina again or something.
Oh,
Somewhere
yeah.
around there.
I got you.
So-
Cool though.
Yeah. I don't know what it's like. I would love to meet them, but it's like, you know, what am I going to say to them? What am I? It's like if I ever meet Stan Lee, what am I going to say to him? What you know? I'm just
Hello,
going to shake his
kid.
hand. And
How are you doing?
He was.
I invented Spider-Man.
Starscream.
Don't worry, I did too. I'm Kim Pendis. He never said that. That's not a funny joke because he never did that.
Go on,
Starscream
TJ.
was voiced by this guy named Scott White, and he's been in a lot of things, but he hasn't really played any like major characters and things.
I put the mask on Spider-Man so no one can tell when he's afraid, TJ.
Which is actual bullshit. He had no idea that was going to happen. TJ, look up who Steve Bloom plays
TJ.
this game.
Blitzwing.
It doesn't mean that. Like.
Yeah. What?
Oh.
Doesn't he look cool? Isn't he awesome?
Blitzwing is pretty sweet.
Okay, no, what I'm saying, Gareth, is that you saying bullshit is kind of dumb. Because after he saw the design, he could have made that, like, part of it.
Well, no, the thing is, the way he words that quote is that he's saying that it was a design choice when it was designed. But
No, that's not how he worded
yeah,
it.
he kind of did. He said the reason why he doesn't have fucking where his face is covered so he can't tell when he's afraid, which implies when he was creating the character, he was like cover his
I
face.
didn't infer that.
Well, he could have said that. Been like, hey, Steve, cover his face.
Are we just gonna ignore that this tank is doing donuts?
He's amazing.
This is one of the most unique boss fights in the game. You're always
Yeah.
in car mode. You have unlimited ammo, and I think that the back this is unleashed level of art. Look at that sun in the background. This is the Hedgehog engine.
Who
at
did
its
you
finest.
want to know who played?
Who does Steve Bloom play?
Oh, okay, hold on.
I really love. There's a couple Blitzwing battles. I think
Blitzwing's really fun to fight.
yeah,
Bone Crusher.
he's
Okay.
okay. Did he play
Just
G1?
I swear.
He played Bone Crusher and Defensor.
Okay.
He was also the lead character in Mad World and Anarchy Reigns for Platinum Games fans.
There you go.
An interesting thing about
And Vanquish, actually. He's the bad guy in that. Sorry.
an interesting thing about Blitzwing's weaponry, and you'll see it during his second boss fight, or once you get to land, because you don't. I believe this leads to land.
Yeah.
So in animated, they introduced the concept of Blitzwing as a triple changer. Also,
I have to say, that's happened to me like 4 times. I'm about to fall and Blitzwing's ammo saved me from falling down. Thank you, Blitzwing! You saved me!
Shit swing.
but in animated, they introduced the concept that Blitzwing has 3 different personalities, one for each of his one of each of his triple changer modes, and one of them is a hot-headed, like Arnold Schwarzenegger type character.
Is that
one
for
of
the tank
them's-
or the...
That's for the tank.
Well, it doesn't matter because when he's in humanoid form, the faces change.
I like to know
But
which direction to watch.
that's what it kind of corresponds with, and the cold-hearted Nazi is for the Jet, and then the crazy is just the crazy, and so the Jet, its powers are ice-based, and the tank's powers are fire-based, and this is represented in this game.
Yeah, I
mean,
like
he doesn't
that, I
have
like
that.
that.
He doesn't have that multiple personalities, but he has that.
Yeah. Which it's good because that move Grimlock can do that. That's his L1
so
move.
good.
One thing I think about his tank and plane. When you get about halfway done in his battle, he actually have a little cutscene where they show that. But now they show it here. See, he gets in his jet mode, and I believe he starts firing like ice bombs.
Yeah, you can get frozen by
Yeah.
yeah.
And then I like that. So it's really nice. What happens when you Chris? What happens when you miss fire and ice? You get Blitzwing, motherfucker! Blitzwing boom. I play it.
Don't make me
I would rather play that than
Blitzwing
Sonic
boom,
Blitzwing
Blitzwing
boom,
boom,
Blitzwing boom, triple changing to disaster. Blitzwing boom, Blitzwing boom, Blitzwing boom.
Astro Train is way better.
Why would he sing that in his own theme song for?
He changed to the crazy
He doesn't have that much
version.
self-confidence, Garrett.
Gonna get drunk off of Energon cubes.
Hell yeah,
Blitzwing
man.
boom, Blitzwing boom, Blitzwing boom. Tearing my coat when I stand up.
That is still one of my favourite all-time scenes from the episode of Microbots when the Decepticons get drunk and then the drunk cubes.
Oh,
Only,
Megatron
only
is the
in the
greatest one.
80s would you get away with that. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Use your super move.
Yeah, well.
Thank you.
And then he just kills. Oh, he's dead.
Not yet, he ain't.
Oh, okay, good.
Use the boost to get
Stop!
Now he is.
Stop! He's already
Already
dead.
Careful, everybody.
No, good thing Bumblebee told us that. So again, like the previous part, we finally found the thing we need. And let's take guesses. Choose it. What's going to happen?
Oh, they're gonna blow it up. Oh wait, no, Megatron.
It's gonna slip
It's
from
not
our
Megatron,
grasp,
it's-
our grasp yet again.
If I take this back to Megatron, he'll give me Christmas pizza!
I like how that went from Starscream to a fucking weird Muppet character.
No, that's a scratch. So, thanks for joining us for
Thank you.
for level 3, part 4, Transformers Devastation. Please join us on the full level for the 5th part.
Jesus
I've been
fuck.
FTA.
Welcome to Sonic the Hedgehog 4, Episode 1, Part 8. Part 3.
Blitzwing boom.
Say your names.
Grounder.
Coconuts. That's not even a good Jonathan.
Well, I guess I gotta get the Porky Pig footage back for that one.
Regard.